Good morning, friends, and welcome to yet another video. I know a lot of you guys are gearing up to start university this fall, whether at U of T or any university in general. So I thought today I would take you guys along a day in the life of a university student / a few tips and tricks I wish I had known before I started undergrad. And guys, this is coming from a graduated student. I made it to the end. It was tough, but I did it. So I'll be sharing with you guys a few things that I picked up along the way. So let's get into it. Okay, number one, it will be difficult, but everyone lies about how difficult it will be. Okay, let's talk about this. I'm pretty sure you've heard the whole everybody fails, you're gonna get under 50%, you're just not gonna do well academically. And don't listen to that. I mean, yes, obviously university is going to be a lot harder than high school, but not like that. Like, as long as you're the student that shows up to class, does their assignments, talks to the professors, interacts with their peers, shows up to class, once again, it's not actually that bad. Like, yes, again, it will be difficult, but you'll be fine. You'll survive. As long as you put in the hard work, you'll be a-okay. Number two, everyone also always tells you that university is a world of opportunity. You're going to meet so many new people, there are going to be so many new things, and yay, opportunity. However, it's also really important to know that opportunities are not just going to fall out of the sky into your lap. You actually have to go out and do things. Like, you got to get out your dorm room, you got to get out of your house, and you actually have to go to clubs, you have to go to student groups, you have to go to your sporting events, intramurals. If you play varsity, you have to go. So yes, there are so many more opportunities, there are so many more people, but you actually have to put in the work and get out there, get out of your comfort zone, and just try new things, meet new people, join new groups. Numéro 3. It's okay to figure things out as you go. Like, you have plenty of time, especially if you're just starting out, you have plenty of time, you have years ahead. However, it helps to have a general direction, if you can. It helps to have like a general plan so that you have something to work towards and stay motivated for. I'm gonna share a quick story with you guys. When I first started undergrad, I thought I knew what I wanted to do. And then I hit first year, maybe first or second semester, and I completely realized that I had zero idea what I was doing with my life. And that is a huge problem, especially when you're investing a lot of time, a lot of money, and a lot of effort into your academics. You can start, like, I was thinking, like, why am I working so hard if I have literally no idea why I'm working so hard? Like, I didn't know the why, I didn't know the where, I didn't know what I was doing. Things got a lot better for me when I realized, oh my goodness, I want to go to medical school. I want to be a doctor. I had a general direction, and it really helped me stay motivated and stay on track with my academics. Now, that can look like a lot of things for you. Maybe you want to go to law school. Maybe you want to go to grad school. Maybe there's this really cool tech job that you've been wanting to do. It helps to have a general direction and a general plan for where you want to end up at the end of your degree. But if you don't, that's okay. Again, you have plenty of time. You're just starting out. And you know what? Everything's going to work out, and you're just going to be just fine. Number 4. I know they can be scary sometimes, but I promise your professors are not there to make your life miserable. Like, they're not your enemy, okay? They're actually there to help you. Surprise, surprise. A lot of these professors have chosen to go into teaching. Like, this was a choice, right? They've chosen not only to spend a tremendous amount of time doing research and creating new knowledge, but they've also chosen to share some of this with you guys. So trust me, they're actually there for you. They're there for a reason. So don't be afraid to reach out to them. Don't be afraid to raise your hand in class, ask a question. Don't be afraid to send an email. Doesn't matter the day or time. I don't know how many times I've sent an email out to my professors in the dead of night because I was working on assignment and I had no idea what I was doing. So it's okay. It's okay to reach out to them. It's okay to send out an email. It's okay to talk to them in person. And it's especially okay to go to their office hours and ask them, especially when you don't know exactly what you're doing in your life or in that essay or with that assignment or in preparation for that exam. Trust me, they're there for you. Whoa, we're at number 5 already. Okay, this one is really, really important, and it's kind of related to number 4. Please, for the love of God, ask questions. Like, you're paying so much money, especially in the Western world. You're paying a lot of money for your education. Make good use of that. Raise your hand, send an email, and ask questions. You're not going to learn unless you are able to identify what is missing from your brain and who to ask so that you can fill in those gaps. So no matter how dumb you think the question is, trust me, someone else is thinking the same thing. So just ask about it. And you know what? Your classmates will thank you when they're too scared to ask questions and you're their hero. When you say, you know what? I'm not going to be scared today. I'm going to ask a question. So make good use of your money that you're paying for this education and raise your hand and ask questions. For number 6, I wish I could have screamed this at myself before I started undergrad. Listen up, you guys. One bad grade is not the end of your world. Like, it's not going to destroy your life if you get a bad grade. It's hard. Again, it's not as hard as people say it is, but it's hard. And inevitably, you can get a grade that will make your tear ducts want to go into overdrive. But just realize that it's not the end of the world. Like, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna survive. All that matters is, what are you gonna do about it, right? Are you going to cry and sit miserably and stare at a wall? Or are you going to take active steps, like reaching out to your professors, again, asking questions, again, reviewing your work, finding out what went wrong? Was it your study method? Was it that you didn't understand the content? And just like picking yourself up and trying again. Again, you will be fine. One bad grade is not the end of the world. Okay, moving on to number 7. This one is so, oh my goodness, it is so important. Burnout, Burnout, is your worst enemy. You need to do everything you can possibly do to avoid it. This happened to me during my 3rd and 4th year, and it was the worst experience because in my mind, I was like, I need to do well, like I need to succeed, but I physically, like it was like a mental and physical challenge. So try your best to avoid burnout because I had worked myself into overdrive. I was involved in so many different things. I was trying to keep my academics up. I was working, I was volunteering. I was sometimes working more than one job because I wanted to be, me. I wanted to succeed in so many areas. So if I could tell you anything for you to take away from today's video, try to avoid burnout as much as you can. This looks like not spreading yourself too thin, right? Knowing your limits, knowing when you have reached the end of your road. And it's also about using self-care to make sure that you know how to get back to a good place. You know how to get back to a good place after a long day, after a hard test, after midterm season, after final season. So please avoid burnout as much as you possibly can. Number 8 is a fun one. Try your best to explore your campus and your city as much as you can. I am as homebody as they come. Like, I love the 4 walls of my dorm room. I love the 4 walls of my home. But there's more to life than the 4 walls of your dorm, right? There are cafes on campus, there are libraries, there are events, sporting events. Sometimes if your school has varsity teams, you can go to those. So try to explore. And especially if you are an outdoor studier, you like studying away from your dorm room, this is a great way to find like study spaces, like little cafes, little libraries that you might enjoy studying at. So you know what, explore, step out of your dorm, go out there, breathe the fresh air, look into the great beautiful world. Number 9, I know this is one a lot of people are scared about. Let me tell you now, you will find your people and your people will find you. University is filled with such a diverse and amazing population of people. And you are going to find that little circle of people that'll make you smile every day, that share the same interests, that have the same involvements as you. Maybe they play the same sport, maybe they are into theater, so many different things. You will find your people, so don't stress about that. And for our last tip of this video, this one is for all of you already plotting how you're not going to go to that 8 a.m. class that you just signed up for last week. Listen to me and listen to me good. Go to class. Please go to class. There is no other way that you're going to learn unless you actually have that information coming into your brain some way, somehow. I don't care if it's at 8 a.m. or 12 p.m. or 7 p.m. Please go to the classes that you signed up for. Go to the classes that you're paying for. You want to make the best of this time. There's no other time where you're going to have so much information thrown at you. Your brain is going to be expanding. You're going to be learning so much. And I know it can be difficult, especially when you have a lot going on, to drag yourself out of bed for that 8 a.m. or head to that 7 p.m. class. But please, you're going to regret it if you don't go to class, especially when finals come around and midterms, when you actually need to use that classroom information to write exams and write papers. So please, go to class. I will be very proud of you if you do. I promise. I'm already so proud because I know you're going to go to class. Okay, my lovelies, that is everything I had planned for today's video. I really hope this was helpful. If you're starting undergrad for the first time this year, I'm wishing you the best of luck. I know you're going to do great. You're going to have a blast. It is really the best 4 years you can ever imagine. And I would love to hear about your adventures, so please feel free to comment down below or send me a DM on Instagram. I would love to chat, especially if you have any more questions. And I will see you guys in the next one.